The Don't Worry Darling controversy dominated entertainment headlines and social media feeds in the months leading up to the film's 2022 premiere at the Venice Film Festival. For months ahead of the festival, rumors of tension between director Wilde and star Florence Pugh during Don't Worry Darling's filming circulated among film news enthusiasts. The drama finally burst through into the wider public's attention after a tense, confusing, and meme-making Venice premiere. Don't Worry Darling is Olivia Wilde's second directorial effort, coming 3 years behind her critically successful debut Booksmart. The psychological thriller is led by Academy Award nominee and rising star Florence Pugh, who stars alongside Harry Styles. They play Alice and Jack, a young couple who relocate into a perfect neighborhood being built by Jack's company before Alice realizes all is not as it appears. Many members of the cast were involved in the con. There appears to be a feud between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde. There were clear disagreements. Audiences and reporters began speculating about a feud between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde on the set of Don't Worry Darling. This was fueled by Pugh's neglect in promoting the film. Pugh did not share posters or trailers from Don't Worry Darling on her social media, which she did for her other films, Oppenheimer and Dune, Part 2. Pugh did not attend the press shoots before the premiere of Don't Worry Darling at the Venice Film Festival with the rest of the cast on September 5, instead posting photos of herself and her grandmother on the red carpet. While they have never been publicly confirmed, Don't Worry Darling controversies involving Pugh and Wilde's feud were numerous. One theory suggested that Pugh was unhappy about Wilde beginning to date co-star Styles while on set, while still married to now ex-husband Jason Sudeikis, who is a friend of Pugh's. It has also been speculated that Pugh was upset about a pay disparity between herself and her inexperienced co-star Styles, a rumor Wilde has publicly dismissed as entirely false clickbait, via E! News. Shia LaBeouf's mysterious departure from Don't Worry Darling. The controversy started early. Shia LaBeouf sitting in a crowd. Another Don't Worry Darling controversy that came into the public eye was the departure of Shia LaBeouf from the movie. In April 2020, LaBeouf was initially announced to play the lead role of Jack, with Olivia Wilde cast as his co-lead Alice and Florence Pugh set to play a supporting role. Eventually, Wilde and Pugh swapped roles after deciding that Don't Worry Darling should focus on a younger couple. In September 2020, it was reported that LaBeouf had left the project due to scheduling conflicts, but people reported in December 2020 that the actor was fired from Don't Worry Darling, and Harry Styles would be replacing him as Jack. Following 2 years of silence on the matter, in August 2022, Wilde spoke to Variety about firing LaBeouf, citing his poor behavior and combative energy which, according to her, created too hostile of a work environment on the set of Don't Worry Darling. Roverseas, and, while Don't Worry Darling was ultimately a box office success, the movie isn't as famous as its many controversies.